On today's Toy Spot, we're going to be having a look at the DC Universe Wave 10 Imperiex Wave. Today we're having a look at figure 4, which is Power Girl. Power Girl comes with the Collect and Connect figure piece, which is the other leg, the left leg of Imperiex. So now his lower half with his underoos is now complete. I can totally put those together. And you know what, I gotta say, now that I've taken a bit of a break from DC Universe figures and looking at the newer DC Universe figures that they've been releasing, it's kind of nice and refreshing to go back and look at this packaging. The packaging has gotten very dated when you get so many waves getting the same coloring and same style of back card. But having taken a break and going back to it, it's refreshing again. That feeling I'm sure will likely change. On the back of the package though, the 7 figures that you need to build Imperiex, we've got Robot Man, Beast Boy, the Joker, Power Girl, Man Bat, and Forager, all include a piece of Imperiex with a figure stand coming to us from a repaint Batman. And the read-up on Power Girl biography says, believed to be the granddaughter of an ancient Atlantean mage, Arian, Kara was sent thousands of years into the future to spare her from Arian's evil half-brother, Garn Danuth, I don't know. Kara emerged from her time-spanning life pod and was taken under the wing of Superman, who introduced her to the Justice Society of America, a team that helped Kara to master her own magically created superpowers and adopt the guise of the heroine, Power Girl. First appearance, statistics first appearance, All-Star Comics number 58, February 1976. Real name, Karen Kara Starr. Occupation hero, software designer, base of operations New York City, special abilities super strength, super speed, nigh invulnerability, and flight. Of course, DC Universe comes to us from the good folks at Mattel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bit of a break. I'm going to get this opened up. We're going to have a better look at Power Girl. There's more to come, guys, including yet another Collect and Connect piece from Imperiex. Interested? I would hope so. Stay tuned. And before we have a look at Power Girl, let's first have a look at the piece that she comes with. She comes with the left leg of Imperiex. Looks very similar to the right leg, does it not? We're going to take that left leg. We're going to take the underoos that contain the other leg connected to it from Joker. I'm going to snap the two together. By the way, there's a peg right there. Peg hole. Put the two together. You'll hear a snap. Not much of a snap. And just like that, we got the lower legs and lower torso complete of Imperiex, which also means, you know what that can mean, we can take the lower half, take the upper half of Imperiex, and even though I know I could have probably just tried to put the legs in as is after the fact, I think it makes much more sense to do it like this and just easily snap the two together. And just like that, I've actually got a leg that popped out. There we go. And just like that, you've got Imperiex. He's only missing an arm, or he's missing 2 arms, but you can see how much taller he is than Power Girl. It's going to be quite a substantially large figure. I'll put him aside. 2 more reviews, and he'll be together. I'm excited. Let's have a look at Power Girl, though. Power Girl makes use of the same female body as some of the original DC Universe females had. Of course, they retooled some areas, like for example, like this shoulder pad here that's going through. We were all looking at that, I'm sure, right? Yes. The face isn't bad. I kind of wish the hair wasn't as close together. I kind of wish it had, fanned out a little bit, that it wasn't as tight against her face. But the face sculpt is nice. It's one of the nicer face sculpts, I think, from the female figures. She has one problem, really, and it's the same problem that I find a lot of female characters that have capes seem to have. They sculpt the cape, but it makes the character very back heavy. In fact, she does want to fall back. Still, though, as a matter of preference, I prefer a plastic cape such as this rather than a cloth cape. I don't know, I just don't like mixing mediums as it is. She's got a very nice color to her upper half, her top here. It's a white. Unfortunately, it's not a very bright white, which again goes back to how I feel about some of the earlier DC Universe figures. Some of the coloring seems very washed. And in the case of actually the legs, they're kind of dingy. I don't know, they're a bit dingy of a color. They're not very vibrant. Now granted, how vibrant do we really need flesh color to be on a female figure? You know, is it really a big deal? But she's decent enough. The only real complaint I could probably make about the figure, and it's kind of the same complaint I would have made for the Wonder Woman figure, is that they all kind of use the exact same body mold. Which is fine for some figures that are, you know, where the characters themselves are a much smaller build. But I think when you start getting to characters like Wonder Woman, you know, Power Girl, you know, even Big Barda, I would say figures such as that could have easily used a different sculpt. At least, if anything, a different sculpt on these arms. Because these arms really did not scream to me Power Girl. They scream to me high school girl that's training for, I don't know, volleyball. I've got no example. But a much larger arm, I think, would have been really nice for this Power Girl. The legs, I think I can easily make do with. That's not too big of a deal. But certainly some modded body would have been different. Would have been much more refreshing, I think, for a figure such as this. It's very unlikely that they will, but maybe if we get another Wonder Woman, maybe if we get another Power Girl, maybe they will give us nicer arms on these. You know what I mean? Like, the arms just are very skinny, and it just really does not suit this character. In the way of her articulation, though, Power Girl has a ball-jointed head. She has a pin and socket shoulder, which will allow the arms to move all the way around. You can also rotate the upper arm, bend at the elbow. You can rotate the hand. She's got a mid-torso bend, a swivel in the waist. The legs can bend out, back and forth. Rotation in the thigh, a bend at the knee, and finally a bend at the foot. Oh, also as a side note as well, the fact that they reuse these same arms, I would say also do be cautious with rotating this area here. There's a very small peg that connects the bicep area of the arm, or really the rest of the arm, to the shoulder. And if you're not careful and you bend it the wrong way, it could snap. So do be a little cautious when it comes to that. Overall, I think the Power Girl is a really nice looking figure. It's not my idea of what a perfect Power Girl figure could have been. The hair could have slightly been tweaked and maybe just larger arms, but still Power Girl here gets a 7. Today's toy spot, we're having a look at the DC Universe Wave 10 Imperiex Wave. We're looking today at Power Girl. Thanks for watching, as you always do, guys. Stay tuned for more toy spots to come and more spots covering the rest of DC Universe Wave 10, and I will see you guys next time.